So that was quite a season finale they showed us the other
So you
night.
saw it on Friday.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was pretty awesome. I didn't see that ending coming.
Really? Oh, good.
So can you give us any scoops?
Any scoops for after the
Or what's
season
going to happen next?
Well, you guys already had John Steinberg here. He's probably the one that might be able to inform. I'm just really looking forward to the second season because Chance has to kind of go back into his past and maybe even become who he once was. And Guerrero might have to go back and do what he used to do and kind of solve the problem.
How do you go about training for a show like this?
Well, you know, I was in the Army for a while, so that was a pretty physical job. And I'd always sort of been interested in martial arts. Every once in a while I would do something like that. I think it was about 5 years ago I decided to start doing kickboxing again because I thought it'd be great if I could do like an action show. And, I didn't have a job doing that, but I thought, well, if it comes along, I'll be prepared. And luckily enough, it did sort of happen. So, I don't know. I haven't worked out since we wrapped. I'm just kind of a mess right now. But I think getting ready for it, I'll probably go back to the gym and do some yoga and watch what I eat, that kind of thing.
Can you talk about your first exposure to the comic books and what you drew from them?
My first exposure was going on eBay and bidding for the old comic books, and I got some pretty good deals. And they sent them to me, and I read the DC comic book character, and I thought, well, this guy's pretty cool. It was a little confusing when it got to the Vertigo comics because when he would actually take on the real faces and visages of these clients of his, it was kind of confusing for me to follow. And apparently Simon West and John Steinberg also felt the same way, so they thought, well, let's get to know this character first before he starts doing anything like that. And,
do you think it's possible then that maybe he might become sort of like a Roland Hand kind of character from Mission Impossible and take on different faces?
I'd like to think so, within limits, you know.
Right.
I mean, maybe take on like Thomas Jane as a client, you know, and do an episode of Hung or something like that. But aside from that, I don't think there's going to be a lot of prosthetics going on because they're really not. We wanted to have this exist in the real world, and kind of capture the essence of that character, which I think the television show that we have now really does. Sort of, kind of, at least my point of departure was a DC character. He's not really that reflective necessarily, but he loves what he does and he cares about the people that he's taking care of, and it's a living. So,
can you tell us about shooting the fight scene with Jackie today? That was amazing.
Oh, that was fun. Come to find out, Jackie's like a black belt in some Judokan something or other. You know what I mean? So that was really enjoyable. That was the first time both of us really enjoyed the show. Not only doing it, but we enjoy it as viewers, like watching it from week to week. We get kind of excited about what's going to happen, and it was a real treat for us to really sort of work together for the first time. We had not only a scene, but a fight scene as well, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It just sort of, it was just like us having a good time wrestling around.
And also, what was it like working with Lee Majors?
That was kind of a special experience for me because as a kid I really loved watching The $6 Million Man, and when I first met him I thought, yeah, I should be sitting in front of the TV right now, or like, you know, kneeling on a carpet or something. And well, he's not like in a worshiping Indian fashion, but you know, like a kid sitting on a carpet watching television, you know, and or Muslim, I suppose they use carpets. Catholics don't, not too big on carpets though. There's like a padded thing to kneel on. Yeah. Happy Easter. And, you know, I sort of felt like I'd gone inside the television set when I was doing a scene. I was thinking, oh my,